to create. Like literally 1 month, because you have to make the whole thing, you have to rig it. It's a very complex process. But if you look at AI models now, they can generate these 3D designs in less than a minute. So the way it's progressing, it's absolutely insane. Um, AI tools are literally a content creator's dream. They are way, way more accessible, so easy to use. Um, it's your cheapest, smartest, most stylish team member. How many of you have hired people here? How many of you have more than one team members in your teams? Yeah, I'm sure you guys must have your script writers, you guys must have people who are helping you ideate, video editors. AI is useful for every single one of these use cases, and honestly, you can think of whatever tool you're using, you can think of AI as the smartest person on your team. The most important thing though, it can understand and store large amount of context, and it can keep producing output without getting tired, without asking for leaves, without being like, nahi, kal main office nahi aa raha. You can give it 100 prompts and it will reply to you and it will give you the best outputs possible. Okay, now let's get to the workshop part. Ideating and writing with AI. We have a team of around 250 people now. From that, 100 are editors. Only 10 to 15 are writers. Each writer is able to write for multiple channels using Gemini, using these AI tools. And let me just show you the way we use these tools. The most important thing when it comes to using a tool is building habituality. What I mean by that is, usually what happens is, you will open Gemini and you will write like one line and you will be like, "Ki acha, mere ko ye prompt do, this is what I want from you. I want to generate a script, write the script, and it will respond to you." But the best way to get good at using these tools is spending time with them and communicating with them the way you are comfortable with. Basically, the first question that all of you need to answer is, when you're talking to WhatsApp on your friends, your parents, what is your mode of communication? Are you writing long messages? Are you sending voice notes? Are you sending images? What is the mode of communication you are comfortable with? If you're a person who talks a lot, who finds talking easier, then you have to communicate with Gemini using voice. If you're a person who's comfortable with just uploading screenshots, communicate with Gemini using images. If you're somebody who writes long ass messages when you're fighting with people, then you are somebody who needs to use text. But you need to understand that what is the mode of communication you are comfortable with. Only then is when you use to your advantage. Honestly, I have taught my house how to use Gemini, and she just talks to it in Hindi. She just talks to it whatever language she's comfortable in. Bihari, she talks in Hindi, and she's able to get the best recipes just because it's so user friendly. So, first step, identify what is the easiest way, what you are comfortable with, and start using it with that form. Researching with AI. So I use Notebook LM a lot when it comes to researching with AI. I will come back to this later and I will tell you how this is very, very valuable, especially for long form content and people who are doing research heavy content. But first, let me show you the best prompt. So sometimes when you are struggling with prompts, you can literally ask Gemini only, "Bhai, मेरे को ये चाहिए, मेरे को ऐसे ऐसे ये लिखना है. So can you help me out? Can you tell me what all should my prompt include?" And it will do a fantastic job there as well. Like you can literally use Gemini to get better at Gemini. That's how useful these tools are. Now generating ideas. That's a small prompt. Usually my prompts are much longer because I find voice recordings very easy. So I just talk to it and I'll be like, "Mereko ye chahiye, this is what I want," and it'll be like literally a 5-minute rant about whatever the hell it is, and that's exactly what I want you guys to start doing as well. For example, this was the second prompt which I gave, where I said I wanted to generate creative ideas and short form scripts for YouTube shorts, 20 to 30 seconds long, centered around India's biggest underdog unicorns and their incredible rise to 1 billion. Basically, companies who become unicorns